Do not hover in the rear doorway and lean on the wall. The lights on the wall and we have had issues with people turning them off inadvertently. We also ask that you be mindful of our competitor with a severe peanut allergy and refrain from partaking in peanut products during this evening's events. Lastly, if you are feeling ill, please feel free to wear your mask. If you need a mask, please let us know and we will provide one for you. Thank you. Now, back to our regular scheduled program. That's important to write that in the speech. Oh, that's a great line. Welcome to the 33rd annual Southern Fried Poetry Slam Day. I know that's rude as hell.
No, it's not.
But we family now, so it's cool now. I still gotta keep reading this verbatim because my wife said I'd be going ad-libbing too much. So let me read this verbatim first, and then we can have some fun and get to debauchery. Southern Fried. We believe that Black lives matter. We support and believe the rights of our LGBTQ plus community, and we believe that every person should have equal access to living their best lives physically, spiritually, and artistically. We encourage that you be respectful of everyone's identity and remember that every person on this stage has equal value. At Southern Fried, we judge the poems, not the people. Tonight, you will see 4 teams of poets and 3, sometimes 4, tonight, in this case 4, independent poets from across the country competing for a chance to perform on the final stage this Saturday evening for Teen and Indies Finals. Judges, we ask that you give the poets your undivided attention. In order to do so, we ask that everyone silence your cell phones at this time. Take those out, put them on silent, watches, whatever you got, beepers, all that stuff. And in poetry slam, there is no music. There are no costumes or props, and each poet will be performing their original work. Poems may be up to 3 minutes long, but after a 10-second grace period, the performer loses points for going over time. You may see groups of poets performing team pieces. This is normal and encouraged. Some of the poems you will hear will deal with sensitive topics. If at any time you feel the need to step outside, please feel free to do so. This does not include judges. You must stay and judge accurately according with your poets. Judges, what about judges on the board, Get up for our judges, please. They are sitting in the first 2 rows and are not affiliated with the poets performing tonight. Judges, let your scores reflect your feelings. The audience will let you know what they think of your opinion. Be consistent in your scoring. Don't let the audience sway you. Remember, tonight you are the experts. At the conclusion of the bout, Slam Masters, Slam Coaches, please stay a moment to sign off on the bout sheets and return your primary authorship form. This will increase efficiency and will, with verifying scores and timely score posting. Because y'all like it when it posted like midnight last night, right? That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I like that. It used to be so much worse. Before we get the slam going, we need to have a calibration poet. This poet is not part of the competition, but they will be judged just the same. Judges, you may use this poet score as your baseline of reference for poems you will judge during the bout. Please. I know who the sack is for tonight. So, this first poet coming up is going to be our sacrificial poet. They are not in the competition, as I said, but you are going to judge them according as if they are a part of that competition. So, poet's weird, we got to sacrifice blood. So we're going to do that sacrificial poet, and that poet's going to be me.
You're the one with the words.
What's going to be?
Let's go, bro. You was. Okay. Take him to the hot bar.
How would you measure a soldier's honor? Would it be about the duty they volunteer for or the number of medals earned? Would you weigh their courage against the number of objectives completed or the number of bullets dodged during combat? And what about their sacrifice? Could this scale hope to contain the amount of time spent away from family and friends while still making room for their humanity? Because many who sign up to serve for their country don't realize they'll serve as their country's greatest weapon. Cocked and ready. Aimed squarely at any fools enough to step out of line, or those who just want to know whose is bigger. Click. They'll sign up for many reasons. And whether they choose to actively serve 24/7 or it's just reserved for the weekends, one thing will always remain the same, and that's war does not discriminate. So when there's a call to arms that is our side versus theirs, there's only one truth, and that's killing for yourself is murder. But killing for your government, well, that's heroic. Click. The training will be unrelenting. Designed to make that soldier battle hardened, he must be prepared to execute any situation with precision. No casualties, following orders without hesitation, so he'll constantly be reminded that his tongue has no purpose. So the soldier remain at attention. Be at ease when you finally realize that your superiors know what they're doing. Like those aren't children, they're insurgents. And they are farmers with sticks, because this is a battlefield populated with demons holding in force, loaded with every intention of ripping you away from this reality. So act with extreme brutality. Don't think, just do. They're not human. This is war, so there are no consequences. Focus only on the mission, and if you're lucky enough to return, then maybe we'll care. Though a parade gives you a day, sorry. But many can't comprehend that though he may be back, he hasn't truly come back, because now he's shell-shocked, struggling to say goodbye to yesterday, but those memories refuse to leave. His heart turned purple well before he received that medal. So seeing no options, he decided to click. But each fire makes him more sick. This used to be so easy. If only his devastation had been more reluctant to fly so freely, then maybe he would be holding cold guilt, trying to bury it into a temple as he tried to click away what's left of his soul. All he knows that he's raised, he's fallen to his regret, that maybe there's still hope for redemption. They did not prepare him for this. This is not what he signed up for. He can only provide for his family by serving his country. He's sorry. Bam! How do you measure a soldier's honor, his courage, and his sacrifice, and still make room for his sanity? Woo!
You still got it.
Judges, when everybody, hold up high, hold up high, hold up high. Now, from low to high, from low to high. Audience doesn't know how to feel. From low to high, I got a 7.9. I got a 9.2. And I got a 9.5. Beautiful boy, not the score. That is our sacrifice for tonight. Now, for those of you who do not know me, how many new people, first time to the fire, do we have here today? Welcome! Welcome, family. So this is day 2 of Southern Prophet. Those of you who do not know me, I am Mr. Fantastic. I have the honor of hosting this wonderful, wonderful slam y'all have going on today. I've seen the list. I know who's competing. This shit about to be bananas. Hello. Yeah. I got one job and one job only tonight, and that's to keep us rolling, having a good time, keeping that energy up, and just really enjoying this awesome, awesome poetry that we have tonight. For those of you who do not know, we are family now. So, with that being said, I gotta know what kind of family member you are. So I'm playing a little game in between the lines. I'm gonna throw some random stuff out there, and you pick one. We're gonna learn a little bit about each other, have some fun, and all that. So if I say something like OKC in Indiana, you can say yes. Okay. Coke or Pepsi?
Mountain Dew.
Marvel or DC?
DC.
Very, very simple.
Dark.
So we're gonna do that throughout the night. Learn a little bit about each other. Get away. Each other a little bit. We don't know, so it's gonna be great. What was that score for that side? 26.6. Give it up for the poet again, not the score. Now, let's get to the real poetry for tonight. Because like I said, I got the list right here. That shit come at me. Also, there's a little cutie over there. I'll holler at later.
Oh.
All good.
Hold up. Pause. No, it's on live. It's live.
My kids in the back. You know. But check it out. We get ready to start this first round. I got 619. Those of you who know, we run a real tight shit. We have some fun, but we're going to get out here on time and still enjoy ourselves, all right? All right. So if y'all ready for this first round, let me say yeah. If you're ready for this first round, let me say yeah. Urban Echo, who y'all sitting up?
Yes,
And y'all clap them all the way up, clap them all the way up, clap them all the way up.
Give me dinner. It's just poetry. You like that?
Take your chance.
Growing up in Detroit, I've gone through life unscathed and relentless. Made trouble tremble and heartache humble. I won't stumble in the presence of trouble because I'm the cause of broken down walls. I am the mountain. If you see my mother after I'm gone, if you're fortunate enough to cross paths with Teresa, Michelle, when my demise meets me, tell her I said I took that $10 out her purse. You know why I took that $10 out her purse? Because I was tired of her telling me we ain't have McDonald's money. And no, I did not take that meat out the freezer. You know why I didn't take that meat out the freezer? Because she could have did it before she left for work this morning. Tell my mama I said when she was eavesdropping on my conversation from the downstairs phone. I did tell Chris he could fill on my booty. You know why I told Chris he could fill on my booty?
Why?
Because he had McDonald's money. Tell my mama all the things I was never brave enough to tell her to her face. Make sure you let the record show that Detroit mamas don't raise no homes. Because Detroit mamas be mountains or sojourners through them. Like unmovable and more beautiful when pressure gets applied. Detroit mamas be like storms. Not like Halle Berry, like Katrina. Not the hurricane, the Detroit bred singer. Detroit mamas be bakers and dolls and queens of souls. Like ladies singing the blues until mahogany skin carries silver linings. Detroit mamas ain't afraid of nothing. And we see the beauty in everything, especially our people. So you make sure you tell my mama I said, what up, though? Because Detroit mamas keep a loud pack in their purse for shit that smell funny. We ain't never been scared. But our mamas.
That was Urban Echo, Detour, you on deck. Judges, whenever you're ready, put them up high. All right, from low to high, audience doesn't know how you feel. From low to high. I got a 7. I got an 8.8. And an 8.9. Give it up to the judges. Poet and not the scores. Krispy Kremes or Dunkin' Donuts?
Honestly, Dunkin'. Yo.
Creamy. You just want red, go to Dunkin'. Flintstones or the Jetsons?
That's tough. That's tough.
Same thing. Same thing. One is in the style, one's on the
That gives me a score of. That's a 24.7 for the board. Give it up for the board and not the score. And wow, we are clap for Detroit. We are sitting up.
Detroit.
Clap them all the way up. Clap them all the way up. Clap them all the way up.
We love you.
Bye. She said like it. He said don't be like that.
No, y'all, I'm here.
When the country fights over babies in the womb and not those that are in school. From elementary to high, children are caught in the middle of a crossfire between the right fire crosses and the left fighting for rights. Nothing that is left is right. Kids in slaughterhouses. My promise is they will learn how to write. Their faces printed with the thousands before them. They learn cursive before print. Perfect signatures printed on waivers when they agreed to wear their backpacks. Their bodies packed, moved to the back to make room for the next. I tell my nieces, whatever you do, don't be next. Don't let the bullet point and make me the bullet point because that's Adam Lanza. I tell you. Playing dead and not making a reality. Bathe in your bestie's blood in hopes that you will rise from it like a baptism. Broken system. Would rather have you kneeling facing a wall, yielding to program protocol, debating over abortions while aborting the mission to protect our students, holding position on the life of the fetus while leaving the youth in line of fetal positions. Line up, bring it to back, capitalize like sardines and stock, and parents become farmers owning livestock, raising goats and then a kid, which by definition are synonymous. So raising goats, collegiate and below, for patriotic consumption power. That's fuel quick for battle, driven by Carters and 16 carriages, like both chariots. School buses are looking a lot like hearses in a country that will birth children so we can claim them. And people ask me why I don't want kids. Like it's so far-fetched not to give American soil another sacrifice in school shoot, to not birth more paper and Sandy Hook, to not hand a 13th reason for its right to bear arms. But the sound of alarms, we're able to overturn Roe versus Wade, but you can't turn over the table that kids put up to wade through bullets. This year, babies wailing as they enter life, but not babies wailing as they exit it. Ears turn dead when our ears see dead, or we pointing guns at pregnant mothers to deliver the offering, only to aim down, wasn't breathe. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you, but we practiced. After I give you to school, I shoot you. Because these fingerprints trace back, not just to one citizen, but a nation. When a shooter makes a point, credit not only goes to them for the offense, but it also goes to allow you to defend. And I'm convinced people just want something to argue against. We'll soon find the next debate, rather than unify on what we can all agree on, the safety of the lives we claim to care for. Now that is something no Democrat or Republican can deny. Four were shot at William Hutchins High School. This being the most recent school shooting may change the next time we read this poem. We go out on if life deserves a shot. I guess the next question is, how many shots does it deserve? Woo! That was beautiful.
I got one. I got two. I got three scores from low to high. Audience doesn't know how you feel. I got a 9.6. I got a 9.6. And I got my first 10. Nike or Adidas? Banana pudding or peach cobbler? That gives me a score of 29 points. And while you are clapping twice, ma'am, we all sitting up.
Yes, sir.
And let's clap them all the way up. Clap them all the way up. Matthew 10:21 says, a child shall rise up against his parent and have them put to death. Well, it seems like prophecy done fulfilled itself because my cousin is dead by the hands of his own sons because they refused to be disciplined. They were only 14 years old and they shot their father point blank range. Even when he had a chance of living, they went back and shot him in the head. And when asked why they did it, they said that he wanted to make sure that he was dead. Is this what we come to? Are we too desensitized to realize the demise of our own children? Who's in control of the gateway to our kids' souls? God! Forgive them, for they know not what they do. Oh, it's too odd to talk about God, but demon time comes so easy, especially when you possess white. Come on, man. When I was a kid, we had cartoons and Power Rangers, but my rage and power can never morph me into times that we see today. Adolescents, full of violence, with easy access to automatic weapons. Still singing that sad song, how they live so fast and die so young, because everybody want to be a real nigga. Everybody want to be a Billy Badass until you meet a bigger Billy Badass. Then you realize your ass should stay in class and made something of yourself instead of just killing yourself. My cousin didn't have much, but he did the best he could to give those boys a good life. Not all of that's gone. One life never coming back, and the other two are behind bars. No Band-Aid can cover up these mental scars. Broken families, dysfunction, family legacy ruined, just like in Wisconsin where the boy killed his mama because she said no to ordering him a virtual headset. And when it was all said and done, he asked his grandmother, did my package come yet? Message, I hope this message sinks in like ink from a tattoo because we need to plant seeds of joy, love, and peace in our kids. The only blessing out of this whole situation are the grandmothers loving their grandkids behind bars, but still have to deal with the fact that their child is gone. So there's still a blessing in this house waiting for you. Too bad there's a demon around the corner preying on our youth. Slam connection. Judges, I got 1, I got 2, I have 3. Pancakes or waffles? Pancakes. Great. I promise all these won't be free, but there's a food truck outside, y'all. We inaugurated already on the second day, so there will be food on site when we're done. Yes, that's winning. That's a fucking win. That being said, from low to high or high to low, I'm gonna do low. Audience, let me know how you feel. I got an 8.5.
Oh.
I got a 9.2.
Okay.
And a 9.3. Point and not the score. ever heard of dominoes?
Papa John.
Marco Castro. Emos.
Hello, mushroom.
Emos is up north. Southern. Boba Fett or Samus?
Samus.
This is the way. This is the way.
One did not.
All right, we're stalling for time. I can turn it into not here. Apple or Samsung?
Samsung. Samsung. What's wrong with y'all? I like that Blackberry. Blackberry.
That gives me a score of. That is a 27 for the previous poet. Give it a roll score. That was Tribe Slam. Now coming up, it's Slam Connection. Who y'all spinning up? Top them all the way up, top them all the way up, top them all the way up.
What the?
Riches, even if you aren't one. So like me, they can't see how my magic works, so they call it dark, like in the demons. Think I'll bring pain and destruction, so that's what they saw.
Like me, young girls at Salem, men be considered God's elite, emboldened with power, call our bodies wicked.
Like me,
To prove a woman's innocence, tie her, throw her into water. If she resurfaces, she's a witch. If she drowns, she's holy. Would rather we sink under accusations as heavy as the toxic masculinity. Or they're pulling women's bodies out the water once we float.
call myself evil, but my views have never mattered. Perception is reality.
Only when it comes from your eyes. Only when it comes from your mind.
I think I'm written with black magic. Not human blood in my veins claim I'm dancing with the devil. After they stole my halo, threw me in the fire, not knowing I'm slave retarded, so like me, like me,
The pain outside the lashes, outside the screams, outside the flames.
we are all coming out to be honored. Like me,
We walk with you.
like me, and I know
I could have worn a skirt.
did not research herbs. I could have went to their church then when I was told and sold my soul for their comfort.
What could have dead girl of her silent saved righteous men?
Our existence be stayed up.
A collective ritual of holding space.
Echo chamber, magnified over generations.
And passing curses. We're just carrying one.
Each fold introduced a step closer to clarity, to realizing as long as the fire needs up, our breath be the spark, showing we're still here.
No matter how many bodies burn, no matter how many are scapegoated, burned bodies can't conquer hope. 332 years later, I'm choking on the smoke from Salem states to city subways. The women are still
Children, the burning witches, even if you aren't one. So like me, like me.
I was playing the next one. You all back. Been ready. I got one. I got two. right. From low to high. From low to high. Audience doesn't know how you feel. I got 8.7. 9.2 and a 9.7. We got a poet and not the store. Five heartbeats of temptation. Temptation.
It was the 3rd of September.
I learned, and it don't take much to break. If there were heart in the house tonight. Oh, okay.
So that completes our first round. I don't have a score. That completes our first round of tonight's bout. Give it up for yourselves. That would be a score of
7.6.
that's a 27.6 for that poet. Now, we're going to move on to the indie portion of our competition. Now, the indie is not on 18. That does not matter because we're still going to give them the same attention and the same love and concentration on their beats as we give everybody else. So, we're going to move them just as bad as we do for everybody else. We're still going to react and we're still going to enjoy the fuck out of that. I said I. So we're ready for our first indie. Let me hear you say, yeah. Put your hands together and clap them all the way up. Paper boy, clap them all the way up.
Give them the D.
Hey, what is wrong?
What up, Dope? What up,
Wow. Very aggressive. You like it. Aggressive.
LJ couldn't.
Come on. You about to take us on 7?
I am a page reader. And I know this may turn you off of me and you might even score me less. But fuck it. Because the paper is my testament from God. Now, when most see a poet read off a paper, the first thing you think is, oh shit, you prepare for a whole bunch of I lost my spot. I know I'm 2 minutes and 30 seconds into my piece. I'm going to start off from the beginning. All right, but y'all? No. I'm going to say this. All right, man. You got it. You know it good shit. Because the paper hides me from the nasty rims I'll get from the ones I've been. The mask that might keep me from a 10. My guard, my shield, the 4 out people to block people that hatred and the bias opinions, low scores and protests. These poems tattooed on college room skin, hieroglyphs into your conscience. I read from a page, because if you always saw my full face, you might see me for who you think I am instead of who you hear me tell you I am. The paper is like my gas mask, fire here. Because whenever I get on the mic, it's like a fire here. I'm a page boy pioneer. Sometimes I feel like I just be right on Bible paper the way God sent his message to me. Fuck you, sue me. I am a paper soldier. My girl is my paper mate. We always on the same page. I drive, you drive. Brown paper bags, I travel on paper airplanes, I make origami out of real poems, write reels that sound like past lovers. No, I don't memorize my poems. I say that brain space for shit like math and science and my favorite titties and like the first time I was molested.
Oh.
Even though it never happened because it wasn't on paper. Sometimes the ink feels heavier than the trauma.
Sometimes you feel blanker than the page. Sometimes you're a cage and the words escape you. I have been strangled and choked up by the spiral on my notebook for so long. I knew at some point I'd have to turn blue, and I did, and I survived. And ever since then, I put it all on paper, and I don't discriminate. I write on printer paper and receipt paper and term paper, divorce papers, probation papers, papyrus, tissue paper, notebook paper, toilet paper, paper towel, paper plates, cardboard paper, rolling paper, paper mache. Should I use about 3 moments for a paper a day? And I want some paper today to let you know that I do have more than that. I'm gonna just start with the beginnings, all right with y'all?
Hey, yo.
I am a page poet. And I know that may turn you off, you might score me less, but fuck it, because the paper is my testament to God. Now, when most see a paper read off, come on, come on. I'm a paper poet.
Get your jacket.
Paper poet over there. Just gonna get
Get your jacket. It's cold in here.
hold up, let's make sure I can see you.
I fly with paper plates. These are paper plates. Concept below.
Paper boy. Paper boy. Get your jacket.
From low to high, audience, let me know how you feel. From low to high. I got.
Paper cut.
I got a 7. I got a 9.4. I got a 9.5. You don't get it up on the phone. Nothing. And that is our first AD of the night. We're gonna roll into round 2. Before we get to round 2, you don't get me a score of Star Trek or Star Wars? That's a score of 25.9 for the board. Score. And now we are clapping D towards Slam. Ooh, y'all fill it up. So let's clap them all the way up. Clap them all the way up.
You don't know the words.
No.
We don't follow directions. We need more.
Go ahead, poet.
Sometimes it's hard to navigate in this body. The body is a mystery. It's a source of power. A tall tale. It's a question without an answer. The word body itself has a questionable definition. By trade, it's constructed of different parts to make it up. A physical structure meant to be organized by design.
Yet it does not follow its own blueprint.
Which means that there is one thing that we know about a body. It is that the body is flawed. Especially if it's a black body. Especially if it's a black body made in America. The black body was never made in gay system. It was meant to work, slave, procreate, die, wash, rinse, repeat. Yet time told the black body to evolve.
The black body made self-magic.
Made itself aware to code switching. So it knows the times whether or not street vernacular or job application. The black body knows how to create from scratch. Getting shit to watch it turn that into a meal. Give them pain and watch them turn that into a song.
Give them a text and watch it turn back into a testimony. The black body is a gorgeous specimen. But to America, it is a defect.
This culminates of disrespect and backtalk wrapped around the pretense of equality.
To the American body, it feels threatened by it. Use black as a virus that's attacking. So much so that the vaccination must come from a needle in the form of a gun. After all, how else do you kill a sickness unless at some point you're willing to take the shot?
The black body was never meant to rock to its own tune. So how dare it raise against the machine that created it?
To the American body, the use of black body is out of place.
Now it must be made into an example. Besides, black bodies look better no longer breathing by the bullets that break bone and make black to become its mate with all body in this country must be looked at in the image of God.
Yet the black body happens to be the one constantly
The
desecrated.
black body is not looked at as sacred.
The black body is not looked at as holy. They'd rather the black body be prayed on than to be prayed on. To the American, see, blackness and revolution is like tools. Used when they're needed, locked up when not, and they're disregarded and blamed for everything when things fall apart.
The black body is not to be worked with, but to be worked on.
Like the experiment that it is.
Because the black body is such an anomaly.
How I expected to study at Tuskegee and wound up being studied at Tuskegee. America trying to find a cure for what a long for a demon cure. But in the end, America's own biggest contradiction.
Because America is a physical structure meant to be organized by design.
Yet it does not follow its own
So
blueprint.
in other words, America is nothing more than a flaw,
An experiment.
a lie.
To all my slam masters and coaches, this is my first reminder of the night. Also, my competing Indians. Make sure you see my lovely team over here at the end of this slam to sign off on all scores. Make sure you're fine with all the time that you got, because once you sign off, be saying that's cool, we copacetic, ain't gonna have no problems later on. We also need the authorship of everything that you are performing tonight, the names of them, and who owns them, who wrote them, and all that stuff. That needs to be signed off as well. It will be very beneficial. You write that stuff down now with your team name at the top. I think y'all more work, because I know y'all putting in work right now, but it just makes it more efficient and smoother so we can get to the bottom. That's all I want. From low to high, from low to high, from low to high. All your stuff know how you feel. I got a 9.1. I got a 9.6 and a 9.8. Give it up for the score. Also, another quick reminder, be mindful of that wall in the back. That is where the light is. So far, we are doing fantastic at that. But as people are coming in and out, just remind them as well, be conscious of that wall in the back. You're going to get no lights while people are performing. That gives me a score of
28.5.
28.5 for the board. That's work. Now, give it on. If you're ready for the next quarter, you can say, yeah. If you're ready for the next quarter, you can say, yeah. Tribe slam. Y'all sit it up.
Stop playing with my piece.
Don't forget the legendary.
Let's go, Bucks.
The bittersweet rain. There are American flags soaked in American blood for those that died for a country that don't give a damn about them. Young men and women over in the prime of their years, lives cut short as well as their limbs, dreams, and aspirations due to the countless swords and the countless wars they boldly and proudly serve. No parade can do the shock of your buddy if you're blown away. Face to face on your faces distorted from landmines and hand grenades. Nations of people peacefully stayed and transformed into mass graves and bombs being laid. No, tragedy is just not Pearl Harbor in the World Trade. all over the world. People shooting up schools, killing innocent boys and girls, while halfway across the world, little boys and girls are made to be slaves for blood diamonds. I'm telling you, y'all, makes you want to holler. No amount for FEMA can replace what was lost in Sandy and Katrina, because the last time I checked, life is priceless, and nothing can fill the hole in your soul when you see your child in your language. This is a state of emergency. We are a world in crisis. They say these are the last days, so if so, we are the last poets of the revolution. Will be televised on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Even Batman couldn't save us from rampages in the movie theater. This is over Egypt. This conflict in Syria. The FBI in New Jersey made a Solid Shakur out to be the new Hitler. The Boston Marathon raised casualties and victims. Everybody's pointing their fingers. It's the man. He's Illuminati. We're all just products of the system, separated and separated by race, gender, sexual preference, and religion. On Fox News, everyone's fueled their views with no one's listening, and all we see being built is less schools and more prisons. Hundreds of other republics, the sponsoring corporations. There is no 40 acres in the mule. There are no reparations. We're a lost generation. More concerned with world starting getting education. More concerned with celebrities who are watching Big Brother or the Rat Race, while innocent projects with conversations and sagging pants is a new blackface. Something has to be done to ease the pain. So freedom fighters that march steps will be in vain. We're all doomed to face the history of those unjustly slain. Republicans and Democrats like Bloods and Crips, repping their political gains, backbiting and backstabbing one another for their own political gains. Still slaves. Free to walk around, but our minds ain't changed. To work a full-time job is one paid, or one for change, or one for care. No one cares. Healthcare will never change. Bullets made from the Baltimore rain. Malcolm X's grandson was slain. The king's dreams diverge, knowing that the more things change, the more we stay the same.
Yeah.
That was proud fan connection. Come on, man.
Alright.
Jackson, you ready? From low to high. From low to high, I don't know how you feel. I got an 8.8. I got a 9.7. And I got a 10. Give up for the roll. Color pencils or crayons? Yes. That gives me a score of
28.5.
28.5 for the score. As you're clapping, if you're ready to that quality, you say, yeah. If you're ready to that quality, you say, yeah. Slam connection, who y'all say that? Clap them all the way up, clap them all the way up, clap them all the way up.
Hell yeah!
You work, folks.
Let's go.
I've always wanted to be like Optimus Prime.
There's something about his voice that makes me want to attack the person next to me.
Leader of the free Autobots. I would transform my body into boombox. Basically, the boom bap of my blackness would keep me in check. I remember the first time I learned how to code switch. Contort my blackness into a vehicle small enough to fit into white parking spaces. Always trying not to be a robot at the price of one's comfort. Always looking at me like I'm from another planet, like I'm made of different materials. I remember the first time I learned principles. Thinking the binaries of my mental probability of masculinity. It built me up to be a quarterback, an all-smart all-star, carrying championship expectations. but I was built for a different route. I've seen the movies. They shot them too. I was made a Decepticon, a living nightmare. Boys,
My school waged wars on queer.
every boy, you so black.
Every faggot joke,
I'm only to be surprised when I take it turn dark.
a nail check, test.
A checkpoint. My ancestors said crazy things, but I'll always be optimistic.
Dad wanted his legacy on prime time.
Microaggressions sound like Autobots transform and roll out. No.
In line to be won't switch the code to be a status quo. The beat transforms when we say so. As far as I'm concerned, Cystrong can burn the ashes under my tire tracks. Because the last black man to have a treat will never wake up from it. Because the last trans girl to think of stars is still screaming.
We be reborn as Decepticon, living gospel of Megatron, move metal to gun machines, weaponize murals into memories, as if they're from another planet.
In line to be a hero.
Freedom is the right of all sentient beings. As long as power flows through any of my servants, I will never stop fighting for our freedom.
Urban Echo, you on that? Judges ready to go up? From those. Audience, let them know how you feel. I got an 8.7. I got a 9.1. A 9.2. Give it up for the poet. Usually you would drop the high and drop the low, but we ain't doing that today. Gave us a score up. 27 even for that boy. If you're ready for the next part of the year, say yeah. If you're ready for the next part of the year, say yeah. Urban Echo, who y'all sitting up? Well, let's clap them all the way up, clap them all the way up, clap them all the way up, clap them all the way up. Correction, we have our king over there.
Our king,
The people.
Entertainment is just poetry.
Go, Hakeem.
It was only the mirrors of the nighttime that I realized that nightmares only come because of past thoughts at nighttime. But let me believe you. You only get scared to say that the judgment will reach you, but you can only prepare for the day when judgment will teach you. But hold up, life will never ever defeat you. Seek ye God, and God will never ever leave you. See, God said the devil was gonna test me, and he done done it before. When he saw a future king, he done saw it before. Remember the story when God the Lord told the devil that the man was over the angels and blood of heavens would be too much to be taught. So he denied him and took a third of the angels and thought he took the court. But God warned me since he wasn't there and he done done it before, I was only four. The child was in the adolescence and Anti came to me and told me, he said, I'm here to snatch every bit of your confidence. I'm your consciousness, and I will take all of your accomplishments. From the day you was born, you have died, and I lied. Took every bit of your pride. I thought you were a Christ follower. The way I killed you was astonishing. Look, to live in this cruel world, you have to be a survivor. You have to live. Take the deed out of the day you live backwards. You become evil. Look under your feet. This earth is beneath you. I refuse. You won't catch it. I'm the devil. I am deceitful. I am bittersweet, and everything good I can turn into evil. I repeat you. My tongue is lethal. The sharp as a sword. I can penetrate your mind. I am the anti-Lord. I can give you money, weed, and everything earthly you need, and follow me, and you will see how life is going to be so sweet. But once you cross through this door, you only have a while, but let me give you this tour. As I got older, I was only 18. I almost crossed the threshold when I thought he sent the woman I feed, and God stopped me. He said, son, have faith of a mustard seed. He put the Psalms of 91 that takes patience with faith. He said, on the faith you put in, I give out. I can save. And if the flesh is who you want to be, and life is who you want to be, y'all know I realized something. I realized I'm not sinless, but every day I try to sin less, but I'm in stress, I'm cracking the pressure. My people are hurt because I'm depressed. This is not less deep or deep less. I'm 20 years of age and people telling me this is my first test. I'm trying to understand how life is full of like lessons. And you say you get it when you get older, but I'm always fairly sober. But I feel like I've been through hell already. I'm a bird without his bird's nest. See, God is testing you, and God not done working. He said I'm not even done yet. It's like I'm blue jeans on the line. I'm drying because I've been wet, which means I'm not ready yet, so I'm upset. Which means I'm not ready yet, so I'm upset that I keep adding patience with faith, but my time is running, 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 and my body not even get for it. I'm working hard, God. I love you. I'm not even done yet.
From low, audience of noise. I got 7.3. 9.4. 9.5. Give it up for the phone and the score. That's gonna wrap up our second round. That means we're going to move on to our second indie once again. Though that indie is not on a team, they are still part of this competition. Therefore, that still makes them family. So we will show them the same love and respect that we've shown everybody else that we've shown so far. All right? I said, all right. That gives me a score for the previous board up. 26.2. If you're ready for the second indie, let me say yeah. If you're ready for the second, let me say yeah. The blinding truth. Back them all the way up, back them all the way up.
You the one with the words. You got to rhyme the truth.
Remember why you around it.
Speak on it, God.
New post. Dream of becoming a hip-hop sensation previously owned by a man. Cursed with a disease he acquired from childbirth, the CD band they call it. Sells the dreams of actors and singers. In his hometown is famous. After dying from a plague, he is famous enough to be on television. In later news, CD Man becomes latest hip-hop sensation, or police execute another black man, or why we keep having this conversation. He trends in the internet. Millions of followers will watch timeshare recorded trends in papers, on bloody loaded magazines, like the latest war movie, like post-trauma is so trendy, like post, like, share, comment, no. I don't want to talk about it, delete new posts. They say the one in front of the gun lives forever. Never the same. Always stressed, and lawsuit after casket. This is the price of fame. We try to tell you about when it spreads in the summer. Full sun can only make you darker. Full sun will turn you angry like werewolves. So will its camera smile like your life depends on it. They are coming for your close-up soon. Your smile, a full of gold, all 32 karat, and you, he shouts. Hope you aren't camera shy. Shoot his mouth, a Colt cannon, gunshots, camera shot are both your fans. Love your smile so much they even face down. They see your defiance. Why didn't you comply? Did you struggle with your dark skin? I mean, did you struggle with your dark sin? Why did you look so guilty? We wanted you to be good. We thought you wanted to be famous. Latest hip-hop sensation. Don't you love us? Don't run, freeze. Do as you say with your fans. We adore you. We cheer for you in basketball stands, in football bleachers, in music videos. Why don't you love us? You misunderstand. We want to make sure you're safe. Don't you want us to be safe? You're sick. We just don't want to catch your black, okay? We don't like no trouble, G. Go, goose, gold teeth, white teeth, feathers, made you fly, CD man. Will I ever be as fly as you? Stop, skips, repeats, Mr. Sterling. Will I ever be as fly as you? Your fans love your latest hit. It sounds a lot like the last one, like you were my long lost brother, like I lost Oscar in that train station on New Year's Eve. Your children remember. Your fans forget your most famous hit. A decomposed photograph returns. It's darkness. It's black. Back into this earth, waiting to birth. Next famous MC.
That was good quality too. Third to you on that. Just for credit from up high. Spade or dominoes? From low to high, all you wanna know how you feel. I got an 8.6. I got a 9.2. And I got a 9.7. Give it up for the poet and I can score. Electric slide or the wobble?
Electric slide.
Boots on the ground?
Who's on the ground? Who's on the ground? He's a good dude. He's a good dude.
Okay. Where the fans at? If you're ready for your third, and then let me hear you say yeah. I said, you're ready for your third, and then let me hear you say yeah. Coming up, our third one for the night. Put your hands together for Jerry Hardesty. Clap off
So, Brian, let's go.
There go Jerry. Light him up.
I don't know if I can write this one. It's the one about my father. About his warm eyes of ocean blue, spilling kindness, always generous, broad sense of humor with belly laughs, his skill with the guitar, California dreaming in the early morning hour. The way he liked to have sex with his daughter. I don't know if I should write this poem. The accusation kept silent for so long. The past is the past and so far gone, but I was Daddy's dirty little secret. And that label lingers on. I don't know if I could write this poem. Because words could never injustice describe the pain in a little girl's eyes, not just mine, but millions of girls throughout time. Daddy's little girls, betrayed and defiled and left to wrestle those demons inside for the rest of their lives. I don't know if I should, I don't know if I could write this poem. I don't know if I would write this poem because I've always focused my poetry on the positive side, on the power and peace found inside and pushed the pain aside. But now I've opened my eyes and I've seen those girls like me with a schism in their lives. I've met them on the streets, in the schools, at the poetry slams. I don't know if I will write this poem, but now I know I want to. I want to enfold those sister girls into strong arms and together cry because they say, Daddies are the only men little girls can trust, but not for us. Our love twisted into perverted knots. And the catch-22 here is that I still don't forgive myself. And then I see in those others' eyes reflected guilt, souls, windows clouded shut. And I want to cry out that theirs is not the shame, that theirs is not the blame, but belongs to the one who gave it me. And that man is the blueprint by which we judge all other men we meet, leaving us handicapped, unable to find what we need, unable to believe. And it's not just fathers, it's uncles and cousins and brothers, even mothers, those who should protect, forsake. And I recognize it's not only little girls that can face this fate. Any child can be made to suffer this way. So I don't know if I can write this book, but I know I cannot forget those violent nights, those nightmare frights of little children tonight. And I know this is short on metaphor. And I know I'm up here doing it for a score, but fuck all that, because this is something more. And I've never ranted or raved or sworn in my poetry before, but these children I speak of, they're all around you even now. And we know who we are. We bear the internal scar, the one that's so hard to heal because it was with us from the start. It is for them that I know I must write this song.
You are ready. The poet before Jerry was the Prodigy Truth. They had a score of
27.5.
27.5 for Prodigy Truth. From low to high, Jerry Hardesty. Audience doesn't know how you feel. From low to high, I have a 7.7. 9.4. 99.5. Give it up for the poet. Now this score. That is our third evening of the night. We're going to roll into the third round here in a moment. But first, that score is 26.6. All right, now. We're going to roll into the third round. Listen closely, listen closely. If you are ready for the third round, let me hear you stop your foot one time. I said if you're ready for the third round, let me hear you stop your foot 2 times. Tribes, y'all sit it up.
We're sending up Winter Storm.
Then let's clap them all the way up, clap them all the way up, clap them all the way up, clap them all the way up.
I said, "Brr, it's cold in here."
Let's go, poet.
Go ahead, poet. "2024. And the woman in the mirror asking me if I felt like this world would be better if I was not in it. Now, normally, I don't entertain that kind of shit because I am a star, baby. I shine bright. I bring all men unto me. But today, she caught me on a day when my demons had overtaken my angel, and I simply said, I feel like slitting my wrist, letting this blood paint my bed with unheard screams. Smile, because finally death can embrace me and give me the unconditional love I've been wanting all my life. Because in this time and in this space, those who say that they love me only love me as long as I don't ask for love in return. It has me wanting to take that bottle of pills and just swallow. Let my breath slow. Leave my body, release all of the secrets that have been weighing down my mind. Smile. Because heaven and hell have now embraced me and let me in. See, I am praying for heaven, but damn it, I'll accept hell. Because in this life, I have been dejected, dehumanized, destroyed, dejected, and I don't have any more fucks to give.
Come on.
Take my husband's gun, put it to my temple, and pull. One shot, one kill. Let my soul pass between the barriers of life and death. Y'all don't pray for death, because this life has been filled with so much pain, and while the function my death be in the climb to the highest building I could find, spread my wings to look toward heaven and jump. Ancestors, do you see me? I finally understand why you walk backwards into the ocean, because death has to be better than bondage. See, this is what it feels like when the mirror knows you better than everybody else around. When your unheard screams have been calling out for help, and everybody offers every single excuse not to come to your rescue. This is what it feels like when your demons overtake your angels. And if I go to sleep tonight and wake up in the morning, I pray my stomach is back in place. And the woman in the mirror loves me one more. Yeah!
I got one. I got two. I got three judges. Marvin Gaye or Luther Vandross? Fat Luther. Fat Luther or Skinny Luther?
Too much.
From low to high, artists don't know how you should feel. I'm gonna read this from low to high. From low to high.
It's all good.
I got a 7.3.
Oh, what?
I got a 9.1. And I got a 9.7. Give it up for the poet and I can score. Better soundtrack, Lion King or Aladdin?
Hakuna Matata.
Captain Kirk or John Luke Picard? Let's start track. Better combination, shrimp grits or chicken and waffles? I have a plus waffle earlier today at 2 money. That gave me a score of 26.1 for the poets. If you're ready for your next poem, then you say yeah. If you're ready for your next poem, then you say yeah. Man, the next who y'all spin up? Yeah! Let's talk them all the way up, talk them all the way up, talk them all the way up.
Let's go. That's what I can Respect the mic. Yeah, check on him.
Yeah.
Mama, can't you see what the Lord's done to me? Mama, can't you see what the Lord's done to me? In the parking lot of Planet Fitness, they have spots specifically for veterans, which I think is really cool. Only problem is when people hear veteran, they don't picture me.
Wow.
Say it's because I'm young, as if they don't ship us off at 18, 17 with parent permission. Say it's because I'm vibrant, as if they expected the military to beat the color out of me. I'm still colored, then how have I fought for a country that ain't never fought for me? I've had to defend my color in the streets that raised me, while white men in dress blues lecture me about the old Navy.
Come on.
Because women just had to be the reason they updated the instruction on the hazing, because we couldn't get with the program. But this warrior been with me, and I can hear them now. Maybe you just weren't cut
So what are you complaining for? Scraps for me to pick at? Knowing I should just be grateful for eating, because not all vets get it. And Americans love to lecture me about a frontline they ain't never seen now. Because Captain America is black like my brothers, ain't been super, ain't soldier up for your cause. The veteran drive is rooted in your great-great-grandpa and not in yours. But this veteran isn't a white man from an aged photo in Lockett. It's a black girl who had to fight tooth and nail for her magic, who's been standing too long on an ankle with metal in it, who's hearing when I'm halfway through this poem, who's way too familiar with the weight of a bomb, who's seen the parts of the Navy my mama was scared about. The parts that keep me on edge. Awake at night make me fear my own mind. I not only know the cost of freedom, I'm paying it. And yet, every Veterans Day, I'm told to give my seat up to someone who served. I'm told that the discount does not extend to dependents. Because when the system is designed to celebrate your death, they will never know what to do. You're still. Mama, can't you see? What the name's on?
I got one judge, I got two judges, I got three judges. From low to high, on these little white fields, I'm gonna read these from low to high. From low to high, high. A 9.4. I got another 9.4. And I got a 9.7. Give it up for the poet. Tyson or Ali?
Tyson.
That gave me the score of 28.5. Keep this thing rolling, the girl around. You ready for the next poem? You say yeah. You ready for the next poem? You say yeah. Detour slam. Y'all sitting up. My apologies. That is my mistake. Urban Echo. Detour, you are on deck. Urban Echo, who are you sitting up?
Sean.
Clap them all the way up, clap them all the way up, clap them all the way up, clap them all the way up.
Timber, it's just poetry.
It got to the point where I felt defeated. I was embarrassed to place the stresses that I had on my family and friends, venting to the point of what seemed like no end. It was the end. The end of a relationship that I had intentions on nurturing forever. I was stricken with the sickness that just wouldn't get better. I knew better. I knew better than to allow myself to continuously watch Tubi movies until I fell asleep. I needed help. I needed someone to talk to. I needed a therapist. A therapist is a professional that specializes in the treatment of mental conditions by verbal communication and interaction. Equations in my mind with no way to solve them. If only someone could help me sort through these problems. I realized that I needed not just a therapist, but a therapist that was also a Black woman. Because my entire life, from a boy to a man, from the girls in elementary school that established we called each other best friend, from the women that I would lay with after intimacy, Black women have always been my place of comfort. I go on the website that allows me to scroll through thousands of qualified candidates, and when the dust settled about, there was one face that stood out. Educated from Michigan State University, with a welcoming face and our age only a year apart, it felt like I was off to a good start, and goddamn it, I was. Because she provided a space that was safe. She promoted vulnerability and tranquility. I shed tears around her, which is something I never do. I shed tears in front of her because she made it safe to. Words that help guide me through storms in my life I'll never forget. This girl really helped me handle my shit. I told her that I was fully aware that interacting with this one person would leave me in pain. She looked at me with her glasses off with a face so stern and plain, and she said, "You'll stop when you're finally tired of hurting yourself." And that was it. Something so simple it made it click like a crackhead that can't stop from taking his next hit. People don't quit until they finally tired. So many things in my life she helped me figure out. And my favorite, her most famous line, "You get what you put out," would ring in my mind even when she wasn't in sight. "You get what you put out? All right, all right." Sometimes what I really think she wants to say, "Well, Sean B, stop doing that dumb shit because it won't play out well." The words for that level of severity she would never tell simply because she didn't have to. A therapist is a professional that specializes in the treatment of mental conditions by verbal communication and interaction, and it just so happened I found the perfect one for me. To all of my brothers in the room right now, you are my nigga. And I pray that together we get past the stigma of internalizing stress until it turns into the anger and mistreatment of women. A brotherhood of healed men raising sons is a new beginning. And it all starts with finding a therapist with your tough ass.
That's right.
I found one and it helped change my life. So many things were wrong and now my life feels right. I'll never be able to repay you for what you did for me. Let's go.
Judges, when you're ready, hold them up. Another reminder again for all of my competing indies and all of my slam masters / coaches. Make sure you see my beautiful team of ladies over here who are working very, very hard, keeping me in check and keeping me on task. Make sure you see them at the end of this slam. Just sign off on all of your scores and that everything is cool. You copacetic with everything, the time and all of that stuff. We also need the authorship of all of that stuff. The sooner we can get that in, the sooner we can get out to the next slams and to the debauchery.
Keep talking this debauchery.
To the debauchery.
From low to high. From low to high. Audience doesn't know how you feel. I got a 7.5.
Oh!
I got a 9.5 and a 9.7. Give it up for the poet. That gave me a score of Tupac or Biggie.
Tupac Shacker. Such lyrics, man. Tupac, man. Stop. B.I.G. B.I.G.
That gave me a score of 26.7 for the poet. Ending out this last round is going to be Detour Slam. Who y'all sitting up? And we gonna clap them all the way up, all the way up, all the way up.
Okay, you strong.
Oh my Jesus.
All the way.
Once upon a time, we believed in the theory that fairy tales were real,
Little did we know our eyes only wanted us to see.
but the mind was not yet ready to comprehend.
How a forced reality,
We could easily blur our vision,
when truth lurks between the pages of the storybooks, if only we were able to
read
read
between the lines. How can fairy tale be both fact and fiction, and reality be more of the horror story at times? The heart wants what the heart wants, and to be rolling around like breadcrumbs, waiting someone to follow the trail after being abandoned for far too long.
But monsters don't show themselves outright,
Got the high behind normality like the wolf they are.
or speak in a tune that captivates the ears of many.
They follow the melody of a Pied Piper who wants their lips placed on them so they can be blown easily like never before.
Flash as prints the charm on their wrist and ego.
That's a nice thing to conjure up curiosity.
And but at night they turn damsels to distress.
The white from a Robert Pride. The drink to their head gets heavy. The whimper of their nose sounds like death to a bullhorn. And if they're innocent to the hack to pieces, the chances are they might.
I know girls who fall in love
With the same man
that ruined them. They teach everything the home that are and makes feel safe in. Yet they pack them in its darkness to give them the opportunity to go free.
How beautiful a beast can be. How nothing I need to bring them up the promise of the world. So they follow them to an island of pleasure. Never come back and the kids they were.
Their childhood was taken from them, like plucking a flower before it fully blooms.
And the bees deny everything. Everybody will tell it like putting a seed in their nose. Sooner or later, the branches will show. Question. How long will the veil remain over our faces? And when we wipe the coat from our eye,
To allow ourselves to grow up and leave this Neverland.
because eventually the party has to die. The world is overrun by darkness creation.
Politics where the bread of the big bad was.
Tycoons stockpiling gold and bodies like rough still skin, spilling the misfortune of others, while celebrities who wrap themselves in business plan like an evil queen, while making you bullshit like a poison apple. No rank on the you know, the village used to raise a child, had them become a fast to make sure kids belong to the streets. We see them as the monsters they are.
But you don't think anything because you feel that it's necessary.
Because society won't survive without them in order. Free thought is not free.
And there's no such thing as a revolution.
The oppressed always becomes the oppressor. And the cycle repeats itself over and over. The only way to win is to stay out of the cycle. But you don't understand the word you were saying because you have not been listening. You have the world be back.
To face the monster in the mirror.
Your bar reflect on the object.
When the illusion is more beautiful.
Fairy tales say that all good things get in glory.
This won't end with the happily ever after.
And the fact of the matter is that reality is just so.
I have one score. I have two. I have three scores that I will read from low. Audience don't know how you feel. I got a 9.3. I got a 9.7. And I got a 9.9. That's gonna wrap up the third round. We're gonna bring out our last indie of the night, and then we will move on to the fourth and final round. But before we go on to that score was
28.9.
that was 28.9 for the poet. Then, as I mentioned before, we are going on to the last indie of the night. And just like you audience have done so well all night long, we will continue to root for this indie. Even though they are not on the team, they are still part of this competition. They are therefore still family. So, without any further ado, if you're ready for that last indie, let me hear you say yeah. Ready for that last indie, let me hear you say yeah. Travel all the way up D-Rod.
Boot camp. Let's see.
Know how you rock.
Boot Sean Price.
She's heard casting calls before. These Harvey Weinstein trying to direct her to couches they can't come on. showing how their dream works if you'll just get down on this knee plus. Two books that have an influence.
You only catch it.
Covering her body of work but close her captions. No voice like solid films, lines unheard like subtitles, so instead, bloody hallmarks are found streaming beneath sleeves. New lines, scarred thighs, these are all just called rewrites. Wardrobe malfunctions when the hem of her script was never long enough to cover this tragedy. She wanted to oversee operations as set manager, limit people's access on the set of her body, but never managed to set enough boundaries so extras constantly crossed the line and velvet rope of her innocence. Could have been a good casting director. Found actors to play leading men, but could never be a truly good talent scout. You see, the men, they tried filling her role, but couldn't get their lines right. Some nights she's going over lines again and again and again. Cut. I want to be more than on-screen talent. Most of her life lived behind the scenes, dealing with every cut that came, the hard cut, where everything she saw and heard changed. Jump cuts convey rocky emotional state over the passage of time, cross cuts between scenes till she cut away from life completely. Her final cut, a montage, a monologue in the form of a question. Have you ever been cut before? Heard the resonance of the piercing of skin, the solid eruption of vessels hardened like the Red Sea, a sea red through rose-colored glasses, pain tinted into a more palatable hue, a suffering we can stomach. Coagulated blood transforms, bright red blends itself to burgundy like watercolors painted on a canvas of sorrow. Darkens to black, hardens to stone. A metamorphosis of one soft, supple skin, now callous and cold, the product of pain becomes the catalyst for healing. Where devoid of oxygen, blood in vessels appears blue. Strange. I wonder if that's why blue bloods strangle the breath out of us like cells pulling back to a broken heart that cries to breathe lying in veins. I wonder if that's why my cousin Cindy was a cutter. Trying to find healing by giving her director's cut. An unabashed version of a story written by God. A one-woman tragedy that never made it past the cutting room floor.
That was deep ride. I got one. I got two. I have three scores. Audience, let me know how you feel. Because I'm gonna rate this from low to high. Okay. I have a 7. I have an 8.7. I have a 9.3. Give it up for the point. I'm just scored. All right, y'all. We just gonna act like everybody blinked at the same time. That's not big. We all blink at the same time. That's right. It's not blink at one time. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's what happened. So, you know what it is? You know what it is?
What is? What
It's
is?
some bad news I gotta share with you.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute.
Y'all,
Oh, wait.
we got like 4 points left.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And it's about to go.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
Let's go. Shit.
it's only day 2. We still got 4 days to go. Let's be close to the debauchery.
What's you with this debauchery? You with this debauchery.
That last score for D-Rock was 25 you said D-Rock. All right, cool. Now, check this out. We about to move on to round 4.
Round 4.
Round 4. So if you are able, I need everybody to stand up. Stand up for me, stand up for me. If you are able, I know you've been sitting for a minute. It's a little cold. It's a little chilly.
That's the rules, baby.
You can say without
Get
finish.
the elbow, baby.
I got a feeling this last round. These last four poems about to be it right here. This is the order we will have in this last round of this amazing battle. It's going to be slam connection, urban echo, detour slam, and tribe slam. Is everybody ready for that? So is everybody ready for that? I'm gonna shake this out. I'm gonna get my stretching out the way. Because once this is ready, once this is over, I'm gonna leave. To the device.
You in some
I'm gonna do my job here first. So, to start this last round, let me hear you say yeah. To start this last round, let me hear you say yeah. Connection to y'all, set it up.
What is this? Yeah.
Hello, Southern Pride. This is my first time here in Knoxville, so I'm going to show you the drill. I need y'all to do me a favor, and everyone in the room raise 2 fingers for me, just like this. Everyone in the room with a little sense of urgency. I do only have 3 minutes with a 10-second grace. Next step, I need you to place them just behind the neck firmly, and I want you to listen to the cadence of your heartbeat as it tells the story. Maybe it's fluttering, like mine was the first time I laid eyes on my girlfriend. She was the first person I met when I moved to Orlando, and she had this way of just getting me out of my shell, out of my closet, out of my house, or maybe it's beating hard and steady like the heavy beats that shake the nightclub floor where my friends gather to celebrate my birthday. You see, the thing about the queer community is we stick together. All right. Even though we're not connected by the same blood pulsing through our veins, we're still each other's life. Now imagine your heartbeat quickening on the sweaty dance floor, your hands intertwined with the love of your life as the noise starts to make your ears ring. There's a woman at the bar screaming about someone taking shots, and the beats of the too loud music match the sounds of screaming, and someone taking shots for your heartbeat ricochet back to the round of a semi automatic pop on your veins against your fingertips like a tiny bullet each pop, and you hear their body on the floor of the hole, and your life like this, and the love is my girlfriend has been shot. I cannot feel her pulse. Yes, we are at home. No, I won't run away. I won't leave her. Think about the queer community. We stick together. Eventually somebody will die. Alone. I will not let her die. Breathe. I know too many gay kids with bullet holes in them. Gay kids who, after years of being told their heartbeat was a mistake, raised 2 fingers to the trigger, placed the barrel firmly on the neck just behind the ear. Gay kids whose blood could be spilled but not donated. Gay kids who not reserved the right to bear a child in their arms. Gay kids whose lives could be ended by weapons, legally acquired long before they could legally acquire a marriage certificate. But I heard there's a memorial up for us on Orange Avenue. 49 faces, a gallery of too many gay kids with bullet holes in them. Thousands will gather to offer their prayers to the same God they believe already damned us, and they'll preach their promise to never forget. You always promise to never forget. But how many of you have let your fingertips drop from the place I am that they say, what, are your arms heavy? Carry the weight of being the one whose heartbeat can still tell your story? In a world already full of so many gay kids with bullet holes in them, how could I possibly ask you to remember one more?
you ready? Patty Cavell or Aretha Franklin?
Patty! Patty! Ain't no way. Ain't no way. You said Patty. Ain't no way.
From low to high, audience, let me know how you feel. From low to high, I got a 9.5. I got a 9.8. I got a 9.8. Give it up for the podium. Now this score. Harlem Nights are coming to America.
Harlem Nights.
Coming to America.
Same dude. Eddie.
That gives me a score of. So close. All right, so check it out. We have a time penalty on that. Now, for my veterans, we have a time penalty. That means
You rat bastards. You ruined it for everyone. It was well worth it.
so in other words, time. But it is a competition. So I do need to adjust the score with that.
28.6.
28.6. But fuck that. We give it up for the poet. Not that score. Not that time. Moving on. If you're ready for the next poem, let me hear you say yeah. So you're ready for the next poem, let me hear you say yeah. Urban Echo, we all sitting up. Let's clap them all the way up, clap them all the way up, clap them all the way up.
Yes, you're the one with the words.
Timber, it's SoFriedPoetry.
Making my way down the house, walking fast, strangers passing out, grabbing for goblets of bread. And I wonder
What?
if the food we eat is the kind that feeds or depletes. Been asking what's in my chicken, like the main ingredient in chicken ain't supposed to be the only one. I thought it was. Mama Fresh gave us the nutrients we needed to nourish our noggins and our bodies.
Yeah, because every time I go to the store, y'all, I be hungry. And I remember my mom used to always tell me, don't touch shit your ass can't buy it. And I never forget that one time my grandma saw those little bags of chips in the store and tried it. It's funny how each generation learns from the next.
By the time I have meal plan, coupon cut, prepare the list, recipe check, search the hood for seeded fruit, shop famished, I'm exhausted. At this point, I'd rather eat out or order in.
Who goes to the grocery store for groceries? Me. I go looking for women.
I do too.
It never fails. Leaving the barbershop in a good mood, somehow I always end up at Whole Foods.
Never alone.
Walking down the aisles, a few items might catch my eye, but I'm focused on the sister that just walked by. An empty refrigerator with a heart full of love for women I've never met before. A grocery store is nothing but a nightclub with the music mute.
Jumping, doing numbers, hating the math I'm doing because it's about to change the scope of my night out because I'm broke.
Be full of spirit.
Bro, you're right. I should change the way I talk to myself. Diet, not just off the food we eat, but our environment. Jumping aisles to mindsets, taste buds, the colorful palettes of artistry, deciding the decisions I make for 1 week and 1 day was actually good for me. But I know when the time comes.
With a basket full of tomorrow's love, I walk these aisles like a cart pushing priestess. Checking the expiration date on manufactured madness, like checking the expiration date on my own patience. This is more than strategy. This is strategy. This is more than shopping. This is strategy. This is choosing between the name brand
And the save your life brand.
and write down books over bellies.
Making money.
Just to manufacture processed meals into man up, clean and prep people. We put our skills and our bank accounts in debt.
I date women that have a different diet.
Okay.
So when I do have food in my home, there's an assortment of items to prepare. Pizza rolls and hot Cheetos for Keisha. Fresh fruit and kale for Kelly because she's vegan. Yet I'm still not intentional about what I digest.
Wow.
My cravings are impulsive, and food doesn't satisfy me in the ways that I need, especially if I have to cook it.
And we never got shit in this house to eat.
Mama, I'm tired of drinking spit out of words on my cereal.
Put some water on that damn shit.
But still, I press the time with no dimes to rub together. But at the end of the day, diabetes, high blood pressure, and cancer give you the lowest chance at surviving. Thinking about how these diseases really don't run in the family. Bad decisions do. So next time, let's decide when you go to the store, remember you are what you eat.
That was urban echo. Detour Slam, you are on deck. I have three scores.
Oh yeah, they ready.
Batman or Iron Man?
Batman.
Who's got deeper pockets?
T'Challa, you got countries.
Wow, Waffle House.
Waffle House.
You know what I thought that time? From low to high, always put all your feet on.
Okay. The St. Louis shake.
Don't do that.
St. Louis shake.
Take that.
From low to high, I got an 8.5. I got a 9.2 and a 9.6. Give it up for the boy that knocked this score. Curly fries or waffle fries?
Waffle fries.
Baked
That
potato.
gives us a score of 27.3 for that previous sport. Moving right along. If you're ready for that next poem, let me hear you say yeah. Yeah. Ready for your next poem, let me hear you say yeah. Detour Slam, who y'all sending up?
Detour.
Clap them all the way up, clap them all the way up, clap them all the way up.
We the one with words.
We don't follow directions.
We detour.
You guys sound like trouble.
Let's go, y'all.
Shoot.
It's an insult to people, but you are most prone to an ambush
When you are asleep, dreams be the fantasies we sculpt into reality. Chains unravel.
oppression has met its match. Oppression learns how it feels to be weighed down.
Under the thumb of melatonin,
Oppression loses its right to draw oxygen, but even the sharpest sword comes with a sheath. We tell you, sleep is no different.
we mean anesthesia always wears off.
Amnesia may forget how you got the wound, but the wound won't forget how to kill you. Systematically shutting down your senses so you won't know what hit you.
Taking the census of yourselves, low population
It's justification for whatever thought we push you under, leaving you counting sheep.
If you become too vocal, you'll be seen as territorial and aggressive.
We're having the same number of ewes as rams.
Forgiving spaces those who don't fit the construct of the pen.
If you begin leading the herd, they'll break the animal farm. Dreams getting too observant, too aware, too sick. That into sleep paralysis. Be the on-screen haunted house that puts certain characters before others.
It's seeing
And feeling the demons creep up on you, but being unable to do anything about it until you turn the lights on.
only to be told that
It was just a movie.
propped up on a pedestal instead of on a hanger like the manufacturer intended. You know what you felt since chills down your spine.
For those that didn't live your experience will say,
It was just the AC.
you can't breathe, but they'll say,
It was just your lungs resisting arrest. That's why the red tape was built to keep it in check.
Uh-oh.
But who checks the nightmare that exists an hour today? And the job would permeate field, school, law,
jobs,
and then social media and vacation home. But let this be known.
if monsters live past dark,
If we don't fight this battle with both eyes open and use their tactics against them, because you can't pull yourself up by the bootstraps while sleeping.
that's not the purpose of the cliche.
It doesn't work hard and hell. Waking up at 6 a.m., acknowledging blinding sun rays and avoiding the traffic that's blocking you from getting to work. Ain't it illegal to be driving while asleep? Won't you get fired if you sleep on a chair? Make it make sense. Identifying devices is blame for division.
You have to evaluate the problem or to get an answer.
It's important to how it works. If your operation was never to reach equality, then subtract yourself from the equation.
Hey, yo.
Speak of action.
Active awareness,
Opposite of which is sleep.
which lacks the strategy to survive because
It's an insult to be woke, but you are most prone to an ambush
when
you
are
sleep.
good job.
Try, fam, you on deck. I got one gun. I got two guns. I got three judges.
All right, so your chicken wings, drumsticks or flat?
Drumsticks. Drumsticks.
From low to high. From low to high, audience, let know how you feel from low to high. I got a 9.1. I got a Tennessee. I got a tissue. All right, so I asked this last night, but I ask it every night. Y'all gonna help me in my household. In your house, does your toilet paper go over or under?
She said, "Oh Lord, over." That's how the pack was made for.
No, it matters. Oh, it does matter.
Look at the pack.
That gives us a score of. Well, she knows that. That gives me a score of 29.1. If you are ready for the next poem, let me hear you say yeah. If you're ready for your next poem, let me hear you say yeah. Try, slam. Who y'all sitting up?
Moses Green.
Let's go.
They not like. They not like. They not like you.
I've been screaming y'all screaming all night. Didn't on the end.
In 2005, Hurricane Katrina devastated the Gulf Coast. My best friend's dad was sent into the aftermath to provide hurricane relief. The Fifth Ward was a sad story. They kept finding bodies. There was a man mumbling to himself while walking past them on the street. Hammer and nails. Hammer and nails. Over and over, the man says the same thing. So my friend's dad asked him, "Sir, do you need help? Where is your family? Where is the hammer and the nails? Where are they?" "I don't know. Everything slipped through my hands. God damn them waters. God damn the hammer and the nails." They say the levees broke. And the water was rushing inland from offshore. What would you do? What do you do when trouble visits your home? I seen the water climb up my steps. I hear it knocking at my door. When the water washed into my kitchen. I picked up my 2 kids and took them upstairs to their cribs. I started looking for the hammer and the nails. The plan was, if the waters got too high, I could nail the kids by their clothes to the roof or to the wall. I'd run back down the stairs and start hunting through the drawers, hammer and nails. Where are the hammer and the nails? I need to find the hammer and the nails, and I need to find them right now. I hear the water rushing into the house. Upstairs, the babies are starting to cry. Do they know that I can't find the hammer and the nails? They're not in the back room, they're not in the den, they're not in the kitchen. When the water is up to my shins, I run upstairs. The water seems to follow as I check through every closet, hammer and nails. I check under the bed, hammer and nails. When the water's up to my knees, I run back to my kids. I pull them out of their crib. The water's moving too quick. I make my way into the attic with a baby in his hand. Each of them screaming loudly. I need the hammer and the nails. I start kicking the wood paneling. I need to bust the hole out. The water is in the attic. Everything in me hitting against the walls from shoulders and back. Foot of the wooden shellac. The water is at my elbows when I finally hit and the panel cracks. The rush of water nearly knocks me out. The tide rips into my crib when I look up. The kids up. He found them. Archer with your hurricane relief. This grief is too deep. I can't breathe. I feel like I'm drowning. I can't have lost them. Help me find them. Help me find the kids. Help me find the kids. Help me find them. Help me find them. Help me find them.
I got 1. I got 2. I have 3 scores. 3 scores. I'm gonna read these scores. Low to high. Audience, you gonna let them know how you feel about these scores that I read from low to high. I got an 8.8. I got a Tennessee. Yes.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Now, that's the end of the bout, y'all. So first and foremost, give it up for yourselves for being a fucking fantastic audience. My last one for tonight. Does sugar or salt go in grits?
It's a tad and a tad.
A tan and a tan.
A tad and a tad.
Okay. Cheese, yes, cheese, yes, cheese. You can't. She said cheese. I said yes, cheese.
I can't do cheese.
She lactose intolerant.
Lactose intolerant.
We're just don't eat bread.
You just go up. We're gonna end tonight. The best way, because we did have a time period. So my veterans with that time period, we're gonna say, but it's still a competition, so I gotta get that adjusted score. That gives me an adjusted score of
28.3.
and we got that score in that time. We're gonna give it a little more than that score. And as we are going on picking that over at the end, I'm gonna remind my slam masters, coaches, and all my competing enemies. See these lovely group of ladies that have been working their ass off all day long.
Yeah.
You can check. Make sure you sign off on all of the scores. You sign off on all of those times that you were fine with them, because once you do, we're gonna put them in the system. And we also need the officer of all the boards that will perform tonight. Also, my judges, if you can raise your boards one more time, get up for my judges real quick. Thank y'all. Are we tallying those? They're writing down for me right now. Hey, y'all, we're so close to the debauchery.
I was thinking.
Hey, y'all wanna what? Y'all wanna know what?
Oh,
Y'all wanna know what? Y'all wanna know what?
No, forget it. We'll
Still doing that. Where we at? 808. Next up.
boom like an 808. Keep dropping it.
All right, first off, with our indies from Loca High.
Yeah, do the Indian.
Taking the 4, put your hands together for D-Rod. Taking the 3, put your hands together again for Paper Boy. Coming in at 2, we have Jerry. The number 1 indie for the night is Prodigy the Truth. All right. Now, for the team competition. Coming in with a 104.9. Taking the 4, put your hands together for Urban Echo. Taking the 3 with a 109.9. Put your hands together for Tribe. That means our 2 with a 111.7 Slam Connection. And that means with our number 1 spot with a 115.7, put your hands together for Detour. Thank you so much for being with me tonight. Y'all been fantastic. I'm gonna get up the fuck out the way. So
No, you're fantastic.
I can get to the
Debauchery. You're fantastic.
Just remember.
oh my God.
All right.
Did y'all win for the night?
Oh, I'll take something. I know I ain't here. No, I think I went to the establishment.
Yeah, I hope you do.
We went to dinner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, like, yeah, this today is the anniversary.
Yeah.
Happy anniversary. Yeah. What you about to do? Huh? What? You did. But with that one, you did. You really did.
Fucking Earl.
Oh, hold on. Let me back this up.
Turn it off.